It's the start of a new unit, which means, that's right, time for a new Key People, Key Ideas video. Today's video is about some of the most important people from what is called the Progressive Era. This is a time period that includes the late 1800s and the early 1900s, and it claims that name because it was a time of great social change and reform. A unique aspect of the time period is the key role that women played in many of these reform movements, including education and prison reform and poor and immigrant worker rights. One of the most important figures of the time was Alice Paul, who was a leader of the fight for women's suffrage.
The National Woman's Party will station sentinels at the White House gate from dawn until dusk every day until the Constitution of the United States is amended to ensure that every citizen, regardless of sex, is entitled to vote for the man who occupies...
Or woman.
Or woman who occupies that house. Give that good boy an extra cookie.
They're within their legal rights. They'll get tired of the cold. It won't last.
See you, Mr. President.
She faced opposition from political leaders, other women's suffrage organizations who opposed her methods, and even experienced imprisonment and force feeding. But her efforts paid off in the passing of the 19th Amendment in 1919, which gave women the right to vote. An important role of reform was played by writers and journalists called muckrakers, who wrote to both expose corruption and to reveal the terrible conditions that many Americans lived in. Upton Sinclair's book, The Jungle, told of the unsafe working conditions and unsanitary practices in the meatpacking industry, and it included quotes like this one, which influenced the passage of the 1906 Pure Food and Drug Act. When we think of newspaper cartoons, we likely think of the Sunday Funnies. But in the Progressive Era, newspaper cartoons were powerful tools of change. A young cartoonist by the name of Thomas Nash was able to bring down one of the most powerful and corrupt men in New York City, Boss Tweed, through his political cartoons. As we go through this unit, I want you to think about these reformers and the other reformers that we're going to be talking about, and reflect on the issues that are important to you and the influence that you can have to make the community, the country, and the world the place that you imagine it should be.